Have you ever wondered how many words you use during a day? No matter what language you speak, no matter what your native tongue is, we all use lots of words every day to make ourselves heard. Ever wonder how those words are heard and interpreted? There are a lot of different kinds of words in the world, are there not? Including words of the Bible. And the fact is, while the Bible has been used, the words of the Bible have been used to help people, they've also been used to hurt people as well, to constrain women and tell them what they're not allowed to do, to treat children as property. They've been used to hurt our LGBTQIA brothers and sisters, not to mention the way they have been used to treat trans people of all kinds. The words of the Bible have even been used to justify such terrible institutions as slavery and the separation of people through the Jim Crow laws. The words of the Bible have all too often been used to hurt people. When I think about how we should use our words in life and the words of the Bible, I came across a piece in the book of James. The book of James in the Bible has this to say. James says, "Be not just hearers of the word, but doers of the word." Doers of the word. Now, the words of the Bible were written in ancient languages, Hebrew in what we sometimes call the Old Testament or the Hebrew Scriptures, and a certain form of Greek in the New Testament. And the author of the book of James is using a particular Greek word when he speaks of being a doer. And that word is poietes. Poietes. Sounds a bit like the word poet, does it not? Well, in fact, that's the way it can translate. That line from the book of James could just as easily translate, "But be not just hearers of the word, be poets of the word." What would it mean if we thought about being poets of the words that we use when we just talk to another person? What would it mean if we thought about being poets of the word whenever we think about the words of the Bible and how they're used? Poets, it's true, use words to tell us of the hardness of life, the difficulty, the injustice in life. But poets also use words to describe the beauty of life, the freedom that can be found when we live together, when we love together, when we listen to one another with empathy and compassion, particularly the stories of people who are different from ourselves. What would it mean in the words that we use every day if we think of ourselves as being poets of the words we use, and particularly if we feel moved to quote the words of Scripture? What would it mean if we thought of ourselves being poets of the word? Could it mean that to be a poet of the word, particularly words on the Bible, is meant to uplift, to uphold, and to liberate people? Think about that this week and have a blessed week.